Hey guys, good morning. I was on LinkedIn this morning. Wow, imagine that. And I saw a post from one of my friends, Maria Hickman, who owns Swap It Healthy, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. But she posted about cortisol and stress, and it made me think about something I came to you about a year ago with. Was talked about the 4 markers. So imagine you've got 4 markers in your pocket, and that represents your decision-making abilities, your ability to make sound intellectual decisions. And what happens when cortisol enters your brain, and cortisol is the stress hormone, okay, that cortisol it makes you lose a marker, okay? So how the markers work is you've got 4 markers. So you got 1 times 2 times 3 times 4, which is 24 segments of abilities to make good intellectual decisions. So when you lose a marker, you've only got 1 times 2 times 3, which is 6. So you lost 18. So you lost, what is that, 75%, close to 75% of your ability to make an intellectual decision when cortisol enters your brain when you get stressed out. So imagine when you walk into that meeting, or you walk into that situation, or you're having that conversation, and emotions go high. When emotions are high, intelligence is low. Okay, if you've heard that saying, this is why, because cortisol actually has that effect on your brain and on your ability to make decisions. And it also made me think about if you guys have seen this Simon Sinek talk about cortisol in the fight or flight response. So back when humans were hunting for their food every day and we were living in caves and all those things, cortisol was very important, because if we got into a situation where we needed to fight or flight, run, or fight, a big woolly mammoth came running at us, or whatever the case may be, we needed to know, should we stand there and chuck our spear, or should we take off running? So cortisol, actually, that's the fight or flight hormone as well. So when that enters our brain and enters our body, it physically makes us ready to go, okay? This is why pep rallies work. This is why when you're watching football and you can't go to sleep after the game. This is why, because your body's ramped up, okay? So in this new age of not hunting woolly mammoths out in the wilderness, when we're sitting in our cars and we're sitting at our desks and we're sitting in our chairs and we're sitting everywhere, and maybe we got a stand-up desk, but whatever it is, like we're not having the physical activity that we used to have as part of our daily lives. That cortisol, when you have stress, is leaking into your brain and into your body, and it's creating a fight or flight response all day long, which creates fatigue. It creates low immune system response, and especially right now with the pandemic, we don't need a lower immune system. So managing stress is super important, because stress is what creates that cortisol hormone to come out. So I'm going to leave you with this, guys. If you have any other questions or anything else that can be helped out through managing stress and managing cortisol levels, please reach out to Maria Hickman. She is amazing. I've done her 12-week course where she teaches the 4 pillars of health, and she's just amazing. I mean, she's so smart. She's so on topic. She's living it herself in her life and her family's life. So she's not just somebody that's telling you what to do. She's living it. So I'm going to put a link to her business and her personal site on this video, but please check her out. And guys, manage your stress. It's super important. Google this, do some research. This is very important. So figure out ways to manage the stress, live a better life, and be better today than you were yesterday. Thanks.